I think I want to point to Tosh. Tosh is our cat, and as I like saying, Tosh is one of two family members in our family who's not building house. But you can see Tosh is genuinely interested, and she recently started joining our team's meetings. I wanted to, we dragged the slide to the beginning because I wanted to say a big thank you to Rich and everyone else who organized this event and all the sponsors, because I know how much effort is required to set up something like this. It is. Thank you so much. It's great. And personally for me, it's a huge learning today. It's not just networking and it may appear that you could know everything about our platform and business applications, but these days it's nearly impossible. I consume lots of information. This is what I do for business. This is what I do as a community activity. Still, I cannot keep up with everything. So learning in depth for specific topics is super cool. Actually, it's very valuable. Thanks so much. It's not moving. Did Rich just break it? Did you try? Okay. So you have to move slides. Okay, it's working technology. This is us. Andrew, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Andrew Grishenko. So we are family partners and we're business partners. I am particularly have a number of years experience, but work together on the Power Platform. I like hands-on work, and we come up with the Power Labs, which we'll talk about in a second. I have certifications in many things, but I love Power Platform and Dynamics, value that we can deliver to customer in really quick time.
We stole Andrew from AWS, so yeah, super happy about that. We are from Australia. We are based in New Zealand, but to answer the question where we originally from, we are from Ukraine. We live in Australia.
So it's not Australian accent.
Yes, Australian accent. Just to fix all those things. Straight away, my passion is Power Platform. I've been working with business applications for many years. I'm like a dinosaur. Started with old Dynamics stuff there because I think the business applications are cool because they allow you to do this and that. You can build workflows, you can interact with customers, you can build code. I kind of like shared plates, like then order food. I like everything, right? I cannot choose between business analysis and solution architecture. Therefore, business applications for many years. I'm a business applications MVP. I specialize in Power Pages. And therefore, oops. Did you click on something? It started working. We have to our partnership, we have two flavors, business and non-business, which we are very passionate about, is our community activities. Andrew came up with the idea, or we started Power Labs before COVID. Power Labs is all hands-on labs. We run it as a community activity, no money, we don't collect fees. We talk about everything Power Platform and how to build things. Originally, it was more entertaining, so Andrew had all those crazy scenarios, including escape room with Automate. You would love it, but we don't do it. Okay. We don't do it anymore. After COVID, we restarted. We run in Sydney. We run 6 labs. It's monthly. It was monthly, and this is the last one for us. I wanted, for some reason, I came up with this idea. We want to run lab in New Zealand. I don't know why, but this is my dream, and dream come true. So thank you very much for participating. And for the starting Power Labs, we thought it's important to get people not just talk about AI, but actually look at how AI looks like at the moment and think about how they can use this AI with our platform and business applications. So we thought, like, okay, regardless of what we think about this, it's going to steal my job, not steal my job. I need to know what I'm against. right? So what I'm playing, who I'm playing against. So we run Power Labs with AI Playbook, everything AI around. But the last lab we run was on Power Pages, my favorite topic, and we skipped the AI bit somehow. I don't remember what happened, Andrew. So we are fixing this now. So I infused my Power Pages lab, Andrew's Power Pages lab with my AI bits and pieces. It's a little bit chaotic. You'll see it. It's working, yeah. The battery. I don't know that. So yeah, I think I'm already talking quite a bit. We will run. Yes. My biggest achievement with this slide is replacing what was in there as a power agent with Copilot Studio. So yeah. If you look at a PowerPoint, you will still be able to track it. But actually, the topic is Power Pages. You're trying to fix the clicker. Okay. Give it to me. I'm gonna be to that. Just give it to me. I don't have mic now. It's working now. See? What did I do? What did you do? Okay. So Power Platform family, right? So I don't know where to stand to look this way or that way. Power Platform family here. Most of you, all of you, probably familiar with bits and pieces of it. I was very anxious that I need to explain Power Pages. I wake up in the morning with these Power Pages tasks in my project, and it's just so natural that everyone needs to know, or like you have to know, you must know what Power Pages is. But I found these people are very confused about topics, so they
Can I actually ask you?
Yeah.
How many people have tried to use Power Pages?
Okay, that's good.
How many, if any, had production deployment or something serious?
3 projects with Power Pages. Okay, so look, I'm glad you asked. I wanted to ask the same question just to tame my anxiety a little bit. So we know what Power Pages is. I'm gonna still talk through some of the use cases. We built with Power Pages. I think I will talk about Copilot. I will talk about why I'm so passionate about it. If I can.
Just say like next
it
slide.
needs to be next to Andrew. Needs to be next to Andrew. So these are causes. You can. I think you will not be able to read much about this. I will tell you about my favorite. Was about my use cases and what we work with. In our everyday job. My background is not mentioned. I'll mention it. Is Dynamics. So I'm Dynamics 365. I'm not coming from M365 background. I'm coming from 365. So my favorite module used to be and continue to be a customer service module. I have a little bit of love-hate relationship with the actual Dynamics application. But the other side of it is there's the businesses, right? We run businesses, the different organizations, which Sarah was talking about, accounts, all those organizations, they're doing some businesses, they're doing something. Our platform, which was on the previous slide, is to improve the productivity of people inside organization and how they work inside organization. You automate your everyday actions with Power Automate. You build some helpful apps. You build this MS form, which then triggers flow, and you automate those things to make your business to ease your pain, your everyday work pain, right? What about your customers, right? What about all those people you serve? Like your business has customers. I think every business has customers. Andrew, can you imagine business with no customers? Anyways, oh yeah, I have some ideas, but they're still customers probably, even for dead people. Yeah. Anyways, so customers, so who's gonna ease their pain, right? So it's daily, everyday interactions between you and your customer who's gonna optimize and improve these interactions. So Power Pages, for me, Power Pages, I'm so passionate about it. I'm gonna talk on this slide. So Power Pages is about easing pain for my customers. the better I build and improve my my interactions with my customers or my customers' interactions with their customers. The biggest example, which I really like, there are lots of letters here. If you run it online, you probably can read it all. But I like working with government, right? So government is the biggest pain. From my childhood, I'm from there. I came from Ukraine. Interacting with government is pain. In Australia, not so much. Lots of things are fixed, but still, there's still pain, right? So my personal, I'm on a mission to improve these interactions, and in Australia, particularly, government likes our platform, and therefore they use our pages a lot. So we have our company has lots of opportunity to improve everything around that interactions. So we do it. So good examples is a self-service portal for everything, like support portal for whatever I need to do. With government, what's specific about our interactions with government may require maybe not 1 minute form submission, like contact us. It could be a lengthy interaction where it backwards and forwards things until you get where you need to be, right? So there's a business process behind the most likely Sarah's favorite model-driven app behind in the shape of Dynamics or just model-driven app at the back. And there are people offices, they are processing your applications, they are processing your requests. The front, what's to you is pages. Andrew, if you move next. Pages fills on Dataverse. So there are ways to bring different sources. If you're SharePoint and SharePoint lists person, then you still need Dataverse for Power Pages as the main data source. You can bring SharePoint lists as well with virtual tables, and you can bring any other data. But yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. This is Andrew's nice diagram. I'm not sure how readable it is. Yes.
Sorry, I just we often ask, what's the difference between Power Pages and WordPress, for example? How can I explain people, right? So that's a kind of simple guides as you put together. Or another example, we engaged commercially to help customer understand whether they should go custom and build whatever they do to build its own React, basically portal, or use Power Pages, right? And this is simple guide. So basically, if it's not Dataverse, you can start considering other options. But I think Dataverse, you should start really looking if your platform where your data is, like Dynamics or our platform that you use.
Can I comment on this? I heard from people that there's some plugins which allow you to, like plugin for Dataverse is one famous plugin. But the reality is that Microsoft is changing, they're changing the way licensing, right? The API calls, also Dataverse, your data is coming to Dataverse anyways. If you don't have a powerful license, you have to keep purchasing Dataverse add-ons, right? So
yeah, there are a lot of branches on this possible diagram, which is very high level.
There's a good article which Andrew put together in our website. It's not marketing. You don't need to do anything with us, but there definitely is something which you might want to read if you are interested in decision making.
Yes. So have a look, but yeah, if you're doing it for external customers, you want to keep the cost low and it's Dataverse, Power Pages should be your first consideration.
I don't have anything to click on. This is my slide. It's probably the only slide which injected in Andrew's presentation. I was very impressed with the keynote speaker, not the Microsoft one, because I had stuff. But the other guy, which was he? Olympic.
Andrew went, from Olympic 3.
He was talking about something really cool, which I heard from Microsoft secretly previously, but it's basically I think the future isn't a visual UI as such. There will be a conversational AI, and so we are moving towards conversational AI. And imagine your interaction, like my painful forms, which I hate so much, like any web form, any paper form. Paper form, number one hate, then web form, right? And you have to fill it in. And seriously, my last interaction with paper form was just recent. I had to do something for my mom, and I had to fill in a paper form because there was a website with electronic form, but it didn't cater for certain scenario. So I say like, here we go, this is your paper form. And they said, you have to print me another one straight away because I'm probably going to scrub. The forms I hated, I wanted to be replaced. I think talking to something like with my voice saying, I'm here to do this, can you help me? And everything is happening, right? This is probably how I see it. The conversational UI is great for me to request something. I'm not sure about processing the audio response. I would like to have some visual, but this is for the future. So for now, we wanted to explore some flavors of AI, which we have in our pages. Some I do like, some are questionable, but you will decide. They will start building, you will see how it works. There is a Copilot to guide you in your building, which Andrew's gonna demo you how to use that one. But there are also Copilot already for searching content, or it doesn't search on data yet, and thanks God it doesn't, because it's very complex with permissions and everything. I don't know how they're gonna do it if they want to plug it out of the box without us actually building it. But the Copilot, which you can plug with one click, already searching, already replacing your navigation. Because if you know there's some sites where, especially government sites or some big sites, you need to find some form or in a particular page and you struggle because it's somewhere in navigation where people think it makes sense for this link to be, but it doesn't make sense to you, so you struggle to find it. So Copilot will help you already with that. So you will type and say, I'm searching for this form or this content, and the result will come. It's already available. Some things are very baby things, like this one slice at a time thing, but I think it's moving in a right direction. Andrew, I think I have
That's one.
nothing to. The next one will be a lot related.
Yes.
Do you want to read
Yes,
that one?
before, okay, thanks, Olena.
Yeah, thank you for listening.
Okay, so what happens next? So next will be hands-on part. So we will be participating. So please bring your laptops or open up your laptops. We will give you credentials to log in, and we will be building as we go. So I will do this demo, showing you on the screen. You follow me, you follow steps. So I will give you away these printouts, and you follow those steps, follow me, and if you lost what I'm talking, you look at the steps and you continue them. Then we'll.
I'm here to help.
Yes,
You
we are both-
raise your hand, and I will help you if you need any help.
For people online,
You're
you're very welcome. You're very welcome to join and to follow when I show you the link. You will find the link. You can get access, and you can also follow. The only things we won't be able to help you or troubleshoot if anything happening. So-
Actually, also for likely they shouldn't use our environments. We provide you with environments.
We will see. We will give the first. So the now that we ask for people online, please, until we have everyone having access in the room, please don't get credentials because we have limited number. Right?
Yeah.
So okay. So what I will do?
Just put the next slide on.
Yeah. Just 1 second.
Olena, you got like 23 licenses, is it? 20?
Yeah, we just have 25 environments on
Yes.
23.
Okay.
So if people on their own take licenses first,
Yeah,
take licenses,
I
environments.
wanted the room because you took an effort to come here.
Yes.
We've got
Okay.
10 online now. So
Yeah, of course. No.
it should be good.
I will share the code for those online after we have access here. Okay.
And one more thing, in private browser, you know how it works, right? You have multiple profiles with our platform and everything, so please open it in private browser.
Yes.
So you do with our.
Yeah, or create a separate profile. So what we worry, you don't mess up with your corporate login and start creating something that you will get really asked about. So go to this URL, powerlabs.org. It's our little website built on Power Pages, of course. Access. So enter your email, most importantly. Mention that you enter correct email. Enter the event code which is on the board for people online. I will share it in a minute. And yeah, for people online, you can also open the URL with the steps, and I will give the same printout here in the room. That should be enough. It's 20.
Please let me know.
Very good.
We just found that it's for people more convenient to follow printout steps while it's available online.
Peony.
Are you gonna take on or no? Are you ready? The steps for you. Yeah. For some reason we cannot save the environment. They is what people like printed stuff.
But then,
Yeah.
so everyone can be here.
They're on the hand and track me forever now.
No. We don't do. Yeah, we are silly people. We
One
don't.
Alex has left the room. It's okay.
While we wear the Technomancy t-shirt because this is us. But
As a
yeah,
community
we're
website,
here,
yes.
for the community. And yeah, we're very bad with marketing. Anyway,
Not tracking.
okay. Is that? Let us know when you got. So you should receive a mail in that. Sorry.
The email address which you
email
put
address
in the form.
provided. Yep. And then the first step is actually go to Power Pages.
Is it Microsoft? You want me to show the trick on how to plug it to me?
So those credentials you receive go to make Power Pages.
Oh,
One of my.
it was a link to that. Did you get the email? Yeah, just, it's fine. Yeah.
Let us know when you logged in. Maybe raise a hand when you logged in.
Did you get to the
So we can
website?
share.
No? You misspelled Power Labs.
Okay, so I will share the code with online participants.
Put
so
the
they can join
power
us as well.
after WE. Try this one. Switch it.
Chart.
It's still.
Reach.
Yeah, I
It
think it's
keeps
on.
dropping. I even on my mobile. I don't know why. I mean,
Drop it in internet or dropping the
I don't know. Let me just switch the
dropping
URL.
internet or dropping the screen.
It doesn't
Um,
work. It's all
I
not.
think it's key.
Yeah, we are not commercial. We are.
No,
It's how we pay for this domain too.
I'll share.
Sarah is still not correct. Can you?
Well, you might put
correct
on,
the
but
URL?
it's still very easy.
Yeah,
I just need to
we,
screenshot sometimes.
yeah, because we pay from our.
I'll try to keep an eye on it. You see.
Yeah.
I can do mine.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah.
Slash axis.
No, it's, yeah, it's okay. If you get to the side, you will see.
Teacher use.
I don't see that you.
That is
It's. Looking good?
It's over.
Yeah, yep.
Sure. The problem with URL.
No, all good.
You already. Let me double check you're in the correct environment. Yeah. So if switch default. Tell others maybe. What about someone else? Yeah, you Andrew will be showing you the pictures. It's good. Yeah, it's the only other environment available is default. We don't want you to build on default. Everyone has the individual environment. We do have something built in default. Andrew, people studying buildings. So do you
Okay, sorry, well, it's a bit, yeah.
want to start?
Don't worry. Let me get. Okay.
Wait, I look at.
Okay, yeah. Wait for Andrew.
It's a good sign.
Just wait for a bit. Okay, because people have this side of the Andrew, you are still doing something, and I will talk again. So some of you got this page was saying, oh, you can start with Copilot. So technically, we're not showing it here because it doesn't fit the purpose. You cannot do exactly. You cannot get exactly what you need by going with this option, but you can try it at home. You start with Copilot. So you can explain Copilot what you want, and then we'll build you something, and you'll see what you want actually with it after. So because we have the specific, we were showing you the specific Power Pages features, this is no use for us. We know what we want as a result, and unfortunately, it's not there yet. But you can try.
Okay, so after you log in, you should land on this Power Pages homepage where you actually create the site. So I will do you a block of demo. You can follow me using your script, then we'll come and help you to catch up.
And zoom it in.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry for the online. I'm still experiencing, so sometimes Teams drop. I may lose again connection, so I don't know. We'll do our best, but we'll focus on the room. So sorry, just try to follow these steps. Okay, so you can do a different way how to create sites in a different way, but we'll just create from the plan. And what we're doing, we have a use case. So it's a vet practice. We have a cat, Tosh. So she needs appointments with vet, and we want all vet practices have the website.
already. I'm not seeing the same thing.
Well, I'll just call it, give it a name. Don't change the website address. It has to be unique. So I mean, you can change, but it doesn't matter really. And just click done, right? So behind the scenes provisioning your Power Pages website, it shouldn't take long, maybe a minute or so. And yeah, and then we'll start building that. So there also will be a Power Up solution, which is installed in your environments. So it's very good that the session is now. For those who are starting out, you have some background for the Power Ups, etc. So we will create some data in that Power Up, but we want to display some heads. So yeah, it's all in your instructions. It's all online, happening right now. Maybe while it's loading, another thing to add, the title of the customers we are working on, and one is the big Queensland government regulator. They will be really sophisticated, very integrated website for managing incidents and permissions, licensing, etc. So it's very, very big use case. Another customer we're working with the law firm building for submitting the instructions for the matters opening cases, etc. Another use case is it was earlier with the smoke alarm monitoring company who needs to, they have Dynamics field service solution, so they need online service to let's book appointments to check smoke alarms. Okay, so what you see here is a Power Pages Studio. So quickly on the left, we will be navigating a little bit between those is sections or areas, styling data, setups, and security, right? And the pages. Pages when you create pages, and we'll start from here. So while there is, we will be playing with AI right away right now, but it still will be mostly focused on the building stuff. So with Copilot, we will explore how it works, but you will get the flavor and get the what it can do, what it cannot do. Okay. So so we are on the pages section, right? And what we can try, so you see Copilot on the right, Copilot panel. If you don't see or close it, there is a button Copilot over there. Let's give it a prompt. Let's create, ask it's empty title. So let's create a text for home page for clinic. Okay, and let's see what it comes up with. I'm keen to see what you get. Everyone should get
Something. Yeah.
something different because this is the whole point.
Yeah.
2.0.
Oh, that's a trailer. Okay, let's do it different. So you should. So you can create a well section for the bed. Usually get better results. And then this is one of the things is unpredictability of the results you get, especially in those generative cases. What it should, oh, you see?
Oh, nice.
It's very different. It has
So you try a couple of times. I did that. I tried to.
I like it more. I say keep it. It's a little bit big, so I can click here, for example, code and change the settings, make it much compact, which I want.
And delete the section.
Yes, and then because we don't need this empty one, so as you see, so the page is organized in the section, so those blocks and there can be columns, so we don't need the empty one, so we can click here and click delete. Okay, so you can do a lot, you can play more, but I'll just add add
Yes.
keep a section.
Keep it.
Yeah. Keep something which is.
Yeah, don't forget to please
Nice.
keep it if you like it. And we can ask to create some other sections of the whole pages. Look,
Yeah.
I hate it. I don't like it. So what is the image from? I don't know, right? So I will just remove it. But you can ask and play with it. Okay. So other thing, you can see that the header is pretty bleak, right? What I can do, a couple of things. The first, I want to change it to NZBAS24 clinic as my website name. I can upload image. I didn't prepare any image. But in the styling section on the left, I can choose different themes, preset themes. It's not how you work with real customer, to be honest, because they don't have a preset. They don't have branding matching a preset theme. But with Copilot, you can also, for example, I don't like this one, and I can give it, go back to pages and give it Copilot, for example, another prompt to change theme to use light blue and green. And let's see what it comes out. Yeah, so it's proposing me those colors. I'm not sure that they're very accessibility compliant, to be honest. Yeah, they're really not.
Yeah, I don't know why they.
Yeah, okay.
Like that.
Can I ask it replace light green with dark blue? No idea.
Me too.
Doesn't understand that. Okay, we'll fix it in the styling. So over here, I'll just go here and change it for something more critical. Perfect. Will do. Okay, so this is how you do this, and I'll do one more thing before we catch up on how is everyone going. I will also add another page, so you can add the whole pages with the Copilot, and add pet adoption page. Okay, I'll keep the design, but it also added some placeholders, of the things you can get there, etc. Like sections, which I think is relevant for this prompt for the pet adoption page. You can keep generating the content. So, for example, you can in the section, you can add, not in the section, so you can add elements. So you see. I highlighted now a little flower component. So you add, for example, here and just a paragraph of text, and you can also change the style of it. It's deeply. Or doesn't want to. Okay, forget. So you can keep generating text and stuff, but it's more like a really demo what it can do, and it gets some design and gets you started. But really, is it something you'll go with it to the customer with, right? So I don't think so. So what kind of like a maker experience, all our attempts with the Copilot, and again, sorry, Microsoft didn't make it.
You're not allowed to say that here.
I'm not MVP. I can say whatever I want. But it's not there yet, I think, to make it Copilot maker experience. But Copilots are different. So this is Copilot to build the website, and maybe you will build websites much better, and I'm sure you build 100% sure you build much better than Copilot. But it doesn't mean that it's not good enough innovation, which actually will get to. Okay, so let's see how is everyone. So you should be, the next will be adding my pets page, but before we do it, turn around, created something. You got the. Okay. Have you guys here? Lynn, how's everyone in terms of up to speed? So everyone is
Playing around.
okay. I'll grab some forms.
So we do actual work.
Yeah. So we came up with this session. We thought that people after work can come with their laptops and keep working,
Yeah.
and we'll just provide them pizza.
We have some people crazy enough to come to the sessions after work.
Oh. Yeah, we have. Anyway, cool. It's nice and cool, but it's not what Power Pages are about. Power Pages are not about static content; they're about data. So, what we'll do, we'll create one page, but we'll create now in a more controlled way, like it proper builders. So, go to the pages section and create a page here, and we will be building my pets page. There are a few options here, but just use the blank page because we'll be putting our controls there, but you can have some template. So it's a pretty empty page. So what we'll do, we want to add some heading. You can call it my pets. And give it one title. Oh. Yeah, so that's kind of one thing. The other thing is the page created is actually by default, or when you start like that, would be visible to anyone. but sometimes you don't want it. So like my pet should be my pet, not someone else's pet, right? So if you go to the page settings, there is the little tab on the left, which is called permissions, and now you can see it. Anyone can see the page, but we want to control that only logged in user. Logged in means authenticated users will need to access this page. Okay. Cool. Okay. So this is the empty page. We'll start creating data in a second, but for anything that you build, you want to see how it looks. So in the top right section of the Power Pages, you see the preview button. So if you click preview button and preview desktop, you know about it well, but preview on the desktop, it will open a new tab with your site with your new page load. What happened? Why do I see login page? Does anyone have an idea?
You said page only visible to authenticated users.
Good.
Exactly.
So what we won't talk. We won't go on the topic of authentication. It's very powerful and allows you to use different authentication providers. And we use, for example, ID in that government project and some other external providers. It's auth2 and OpenID built. I mean, not compliant. I mean, fine for that. So for now, just click Microsoft Enter ID. What does it mean in your browser? You logged in your Power Pages Studio under the login that you received. So just click Microsoft Enter ID, and it should get you into the page under that login. Indicate under that login. So it comes just out of the box. Click permissions allowed. That's it. Okay, so now you landed by default on the profile page, which is behavior you can change. But what's importantly is that you see at the top, there are two links which I have. One is my pets page, which I built, which is empty, and Pet Adoption Center, which we built with AI. Okay, look at the moment, it looks much better than my page. Yes, I think. But so here you go. So this is your website in 10 minutes with logging in at some stage, and it will get even better. Okay? Cool. Okay. Are we there yet? We have a page created, my pets. Anyone behind? Lena? Oh, everyone is good. Yeah. Keep rolling. Okay. So now what we want to create some data. So in the Maker environment, you may get lost or you may open another tab potentially, but what we want, I want you to go to the Maker environment for Power Apps, which is makepowerapps.com. If you have never been there, at the URL, if you can see it, make.powerappsoneboard.com. And I have a lot of environments here. So there is the environment selector, but you can select the environment that corresponds to your login. So for example, if someone is in Peony, so that's which one you select. I have my environments. Yeah, I guess that's okay. Good. I was doing this in NZBAS demo environment, but doesn't matter. All of you should see a web CRM model-driven app, because this was the pre-installed with the solution. Thank you for excellent work on the solutions. So that is how we do it exactly. We also use some CLIs through the command line experience to install some 23 environments. We don't want to do it manually. Okay, so did you find the app? And if you click play, okay. Can you wave me hand if you manage to get that? Good. So, what we do here, we want to show our pets on the website, but this is Dataverse. This is the model-driven app. So, so what we start with, let's add a couple of pets. It's up to you. Choose the names, choose the breed or type of the pet you want. I will add our Tosha, and Tosha is the cat. And date of birth, who knows? It's been a while ago. I'll put a date there. And you click save and close. Have you been closed by thank you. So Tosha, I will create another page. We used to have a fish public and somewhere then. Okay, you can also choose the image, the picture of your pet to attach. We won't do it today, but we can do it. And there is also, you will see here, there are appointments. It's empty now. We will create some appointments from the portal. You also may see it there then. But for now, it's enough. You can create at least 2 records. That's fine. And that's it for now. With this, we won't be, I mean, you can keep this tab open if you want to see how the data gets in from the portal. Okay, now let's display it on the page. Before I move to the portal back, so are you there? Created pets. This way, me hand if you created pets for yourself. Yeah, in the progress. Alina, how is behind there? Created pet.
I think we should let everyone, like, I will answer any questions at any stage. So just raise your hand. Otherwise, just follow instructions. If you're behind, just follow the instructions.
Cool. So going back to the My Pets page, if for some reason you got lost, again, make powerpages.microsoft.com, pages section. This is your page on the left over here. Okay, so this is just static empty page. What we really want to do is to display the pets we just added from Dataverse. So to do that, you can add different components on the portal, static components like images and text, like we've done. But more interesting is those dynamics components connected to data, right? And one of these is a list. List is a list, or is a table, or is a grid, you call it either way. But this is what displays data. It has a couple of options here. I will not turn some of them on for now. Just leave them by default. It asks you 2 main things, and one is doesn't really matter. So where we want to get data from? We want to get data from the pet animals table. This is where our pets are. What is the view you want to use? On this table, there are defined a couple of views. We want to use active pet animals because this is where your records will display. Make sure that you select active, not other. Okay, and then the name is just populated by default. Okay. I'll just click done for now.
Yeah, so I added
Okay, you may get something like this. And you may notice that there is the message warning notification at top saying set the permission on this list so it can be seen by other visitors. So the security model of the Power Pages is amazing. And amazing, I'm telling you seriously, because it allows you to control to the level that, first of all, it's really fine-grained. So we have one portal for the customers, and they can see, their customers can see records of each other, but not records of the other customers. You can control everything that you want there through the different roles. So you can configure it so some people see some data, some people see other data. It's really powerful. So we will do a little bit about this today. And one of these, and it's all controlled through permissions. So one of the permissions that you set, you click new permission. Name doesn't matter, active pet animals, fine, pet animals. So we give permissions user to access pet animals table. Access type, we will see it later at the end. We'll give global access. It means that any logged in user can access this table and data in this table. Right? For now, it will do. Then it asks which permissions you are given it to. So we're given basically, for now, because it's just a display, it's always a good practice to give minimum. We will give it read, append, and append to, so you can create a point. And the last thing in the any permission setup is which roles it's applied to. So what are the roles? Again, we've already seen it. Logged in users, it's authenticated users. There are anonymous users. There are pre-built roles. So again, we want it for the authenticated users to see, be able to access this data and click save. Okay. Okay, while you cannot see anything here for some reason, have some fun. What you can do is actually click preview and again see your results on this page.
No, just.
It's reloading. Voila. I see that. I see my pen. I create it. I see Tosha. I see public. I'm keen to see as you have.
Because of Australia.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks. You may want to delete people. Yeah, it's
You.
You should be.
yeah.
I will come back. This is the environment. Yeah, we are something that doesn't give the environment in.
In select.
Maybe you should be an admin of your own environment. Oh, it does, no, it shows only the clones. Yes, I need the ID. I need all, because I have access to all the environments.
Okay.
Oh, Andrew, can I quickly get the ID for the environment? There's a drop down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't see the environment.
Oh, really?
We just did 4 pages. Could it be that is on the system? No.
Will be going up.
No. They need the ID.
Oh, sweet.
It wasn't there.
It just.
Thank you so much.
It's standing on one leg. Mark,
Are you going?
It's standing on one leg.
It's good. It's, I don't, it's getting better. It's getting better.
How you
Yeah, look. We just scared the people. Like the gentleman said, we will track you anyways. They will track you anyways, so you better learn.
Okay, I need to catch up with you. Okay, so we'll pick up the pace. So the next one, we actually build in the site so people can make appointments. So what I'll go to the page studio, create new page and call it book and.
Super smart, I don't know why.
Again, I select that it's empty, empty page. But I will straight away add a couple of components here. I add the tagging. And I also add straight away. Oh, okay. So what are we doing here? Book an appointment is a form, because this is where we want to.
Discrete bits.
Yeah. Yes, thank you. Please raise it. So book an appointment is a form. It's another type of component which is available here. So it's not a list now. We want actually people submit a form, right? So when they want to have an appointment. So we click new form, and again, the Copilot gives you the way to generate the form. We didn't like how it works. Let's not play too much, otherwise we can play with this. But we'll just use the old school way. Here is other ways to get started. New form over there. You just, again, you choose the table. But this time, the table is appointments table. This is where we create records. That's called wet appointment, actually. Right? And the form there is just called information, right? And you can call it, you can leave it as it. So there are a couple more options to set that so it works properly. On the left, you see a couple of kind of tabs. On the data section, check that it says create new record. It's usually by default. Because some forms can update the record or can create new record. So that controls that. Also on the captcha section, please untick those annoying two tick boxes, show captcha. I don't know why there is a captcha for authenticated users, but anyway, just untick them. Yeah, that's good for now. Okay, so we have a form and we have again the permission warning here because we are trying to give access users to the appointments table, but without telling Power Pages who is allowed to do what. So there is another warning, new permissions here, which you can use and follow that, but I'll show you where to do it also as well, another entry point where it's actually. So there is a security area there on the left, there is a security tab. You can click there, and there is a table permission because there is, this is, you see the permission created earlier for the pet animals. What we'll do, we'll create another permission, right? And we'll call it appointment. And appointments, we said, is for the web appointments table. For now, we give it again global access. But this time, we give not only read and append to, but we allow to actually create or even delete records. They won't be built in update, but you can click update. And again, roles is authenticated users can create records in that table. Okay. Okay. Cool. So let's preview. So you click on the top right panel, preview, and let's try to submit an appointment. Yeah, for that. Good. Okay. First of all, we see a new page, book an appointment. So you hear there is some form fill assistance, and it asks you to upload a PDF. So this is an option that is by default turned on in this environment, and allows you to actually. It's one of the flavors of AI that Olena talked about. Not really.
Oh, yeah, that's interesting. No, it's a very fresh functionality. I try to get it working. Honest. Let me show you something which it just released. You can upload PDF or image form. Like it's very useful. Don't get me wrong. I'm saying what current stage, but versus intent, right? The intent is there, so it's awesome. You have a paper form. You just want to, upload this form, and this is automatically it will be populated with the information from the form. But it partially works with text fields that you can play. You have a built-in. Try to play this functionality.
Yeah.
It will get better.
It will get better. Okay, but for now you can recognize that there are three. To get rid of it, there is a setting we can use, or just click over here, close. So yeah, so this is the form. Where did the form appear from? So we didn't build any form, right? We just selected something. But remember, you selected information, so that's the form I pre-built for you on the Dataverse. So this is the form of in the Power App, and it has a lookup to. I want to book an appointment for Tosha, so that's my pet. I can select a date, for example, sometime 20th November, and I want it with Dr. Hannah Peach, and submit. This is it. So it says the submission completed successfully. We haven't built the view appointments page, which we'll do now, but if you're curious and go back to the records, to the Power App, you can see two things. So first of all, there is a web appointment record now, and it's for Tosha. Okay. But that's just to have a look. We want users on the portal to actually see that the appointments that they made, right? So we will create my appointments page where they can see. And hopefully you already may be picking up how to do it. So first of all, we need the new page. So we'll create my appointments. Okay, yeah, it will be just on that page. We'll add a heading there, which will say my appointments. Everyone, and I want to display a list of my appointments, right? So I add list, which already done before. I will turn off the summary. It asks you to choose you can choose an existing list if you want to reuse something across different pages, but in this case it's different. It's a new list because we display an appointments. Right? So we write here with appointments when asked to choose table. We select data view active web appointments, and that's almost it. Except one more thing here. It will work, but what I wanted also to make nice, I want to add something to this list so users can create appointments straight from this list. So there is the option edit list, and there is a little tab actions over here. So you can add buttons to your list that allows users to create records, view details, edit record, or delete record. For now, I want just to create a new record, which will display the book and appointment form which we built before. Fortunately, I call it information, but that should have been the form for the appointment. And I'll call that button book and appointment. Right? So second checking that. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, let's do the preview. Okay, so what you see on the screen, we just done. There is appointment for there, which I created before. There is a button, book an appointment. But look, it's the same form. I can choose the page date and the bed, but it displays not a separate page. It displays in a pop-up platform, in the model window. So that is another way how to get forms displayed. It can be full page forms, or they can be like model forms. But for example, I want to make an appointment now for Bubbly on another day, and cool. It appears there. So that's good. But in our solution, there is a fundamental flaw which you'll need to fix now. Right? Let me check where we are. Yeah, and
this table is our records. Let's just check. That. If I find the band to you don't even give them. That.
yes.
The same thing. You understand why, right? This is anyway, just click on another section. No, just plus. Oh, doesn't work? Yes.
You done this kind of page?
But
Yeah.
click on
Yeah.
one column and then
It's definitely better than the oil. Aye. Yeah. Yeah, or even.
You just need to add.
So.
It appears it disappears. If you click on edit, it will appear. Edit not. Or maybe it's not. That's great.
Yeah, yes.
Did it fix it? No? I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure whether that is. I think it should. Yes, no.
Okay, so
And
200 US.
Andrew. Andrew, what's the name of the was your path to
Yeah.
the emissions? No, that table itself, that list of pets.
There is no list, it's a choice.
Is it a choice?
Yeah.
Ah, so we fixed. We fixed it with append two. Looks like unnecessary thing, but it is required.
That's
to
why
the
it's
point.
emission.
Yes.
It worked, okay.
Yeah.
You go for the cherry lot.
Yes.
That'd be good for just. You know, read it.
no, that's not security.
Okay. We may just.
Okay, I will show you the. I will show you the fundamental flaw that we have in the system. So if I go to pet animals and I, first of all, I want to create, so there is in the context table, which is on the morning, there is only me at the moment, but I want to add another customer here, and I call it Cruella. Yeah, Will. You know what I'm referring to? And I also want to add another animal. I will add Bongo. Here we go. Born somewhere. And what I forgot to tell you, if I haven't done for other pets, I want to indicate that this is pet of Cruella, so it's not my pet, right? So now if I look at the list of pet animals, I actually forgot to set owner for Bubbly and Tosha. So can you please also do it if you haven't done? So for those pets you created previously, in this power up, can you open and set the customer to your record? So for me, it's under my name, but for you, it would be the name of the login that you have by Daisy or Peony or whatever flower you have. Please pick that one for the other pet you created because I'll show you. Yes, it's a customer field on the pet form. Yeah. If you done and follow the steps, well done. I just forgot to do. So we see that there are three pets. Two belong to me and one pet of Cruella. But if I go to the vet clinic's website over here and I click my pet tab and it loads, oh, I can see someone other's customer's pet, which I'm not supposed to, right? It's a diggy. So, and when I said the security is great, but security is as good as you set it up. So I set it up with incorrectly in a way because I misled you when we get global access to the pet table because it's for everyone who logs in. But we don't want that. So what we'll do, we'll go and fix it. So we'll basically we'll do it similarly. Yeah, we could create a new one here.
Oh, so it's easy.
Yeah, we'll just fix it. You go to the security table permissions and you have that active pet animals here. And you see that access type global. I don't want it to be global. I want it to be contact access. Contact access means I can see the records if I'm logged in this table, but that relate to me. Relate through what? How does Power Pages know that this record relates to me? It's indicated by this relationship, right? And relationship in that between contact table, it's defined in the solution when you add the lookup field, that's the relationship. Here we're telling basically that field will tell Power Pages whose record which. Right? But we don't change other permissions. We save it. And we click preview again and see what happens. Okay, good. Now I can see only my paths, right? I don't see any longer Queryla's path. If I logged in under Queryla, I would see her, should see only her path, but we will not be testing that. There is another thing which is listed as optional in that record level security section. I won't be doing this mindful of time, but you may ask me again, what about appointments? If Queryla make an appointment to her path, would it appear on my appointments page? Okay, it will, because it is global permission. For anyone who logged in, they will see all appointments, which you don't want. So, record level security, the permissions you give to access the records is very important. Power Pages give you the tools to do it, and quite sophisticated tools. Okay, another thing you can do at home is manage paths. So you have a list of paths, right? But if you want to register a new path or update details of your path, right? So there is no functionality now, but what you would do, you'll go to the list, add the button update, select the form to update, done, right? You have already functionality.
Show some
For that.
Copilot.
I'm getting there. Copilot stuff. Okay. Okay. So there are a couple of things we show that Copilot can do. So I want to get that and enable it. So it's detection, setup, GenAI search. So in the setup section or area on the left, select setup.
No. Now you finally refreshing because we're refreshing all the time.
Blame JavaScript. Okay, setup. There's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, setup. There is a section, the whole section called Copilot. We will play the a little bit. So site search. It is actually enabled at the moment, keyword search and with GenAI. So it seems like it's have indexed what you have on the website. So I think this is done. So you may go and check that this is on your environment as well. But what we'll go, we just go back to the portal, try to look something. Okay, what you would look on the, yeah, we'll get that. Yeah, but first this one. Okay.
Or whatever.
What kind of things you would expect to search on the web site is some information, maybe general, you know what to do when the cat's vomiting, or for example, when is my next appointment? So this search is for information, not for the appointments. For the appointment, it's more for Copilot, like that agent, those examples that you saw in the previous presentation. So for example, I want to type it how to adopt a pet. Sorry, very basic one, but it should return me the results from the website. See, it's not just a generic answer from ChatGPT, which you will get more sophisticated. Sorry, I'll try to zoom in so you can see it. Or you should see it on your. It tells you that you can visit the page with the name of how it's created on my site, right? So it's actually indexing my.
Because for some reason, I don't know if someone's weird mind is hiding this link in there. This is the most important. This response, but for some reason it's hidden there, but it's there and it actually points to the right page.
Yeah, it's a bit simplistic, but don't take it how to say it, so that it's really powerful because you can actually part of the whole Copilot model and Copilot platform. And if your website is rich in content, you can tune it to index that content and give the Gen AI answers.
Yeah, I already know that for our, Andrew is currently building 3 levels navigation for one of our clients. So I'm already looking at this feature and looking forward.
But they will not lost.
They're gonna get lost eventually.
So, okay, the another search, which I cannot show now because I didn't set it up. So there is a Copilot at the bottom of the page, right? Which is you can talk to, right? It's not set up at the moment. So when is my next call? I don't think that we can because we haven't done any. Yeah, so we need to use that. You remember semantic kernel, but we would not use the semantic kernel size, but if you need to connect it to the database.
Andrew, you can still search and ask to
Yeah.
direct you to the how do I adopt the fact.
Okay. So okay. Yeah. So you see the results are basically the same, but one is in more search form and another in the chat form. But you can connect it to real data and drive the personalized responses. What is my case status? What is my pet next appointment? Okay. Last but not the least is so this one, right?
Yeah,
Ah,
you
okay.
already did that.
So it is in it.
Campaign.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. How's everyone? Who's done? Hey, look at you.
No, it's not the matter of how fast you feel and you get there.
Yeah. We'll
Good.
just give a couple of minutes to check how it's going. So we're just mindful of time. We're a little bit rushed. We usually give a bit more time for everyone, but that's yeah, yes. The login that you have will be available over the weekend. Better play up and you have nothing better to do. You can play more. Feel free. On Monday, I will write public credentials, so don't expect us to keep it. The other thing, again, yeah, I thought that you find it useful. Any thoughts? Did you learn something new? Anyone? Yeah.
Lots.
And I think it's hands-on. I like building, so I like making stuff. And we, again, don't buy a simplistic example, but we built in 1 hour functional website that built your Dataverse data, built using your solution and creating appointments, and you can evolve in it and make it production ready with, of course, a little bit more effort. But yeah.
Notice that Andrew actually did a very good job on this lab for showcasing the security model of the portal, which I personally found it amazing because with some of we have use cases with crazy security requirements. We're still able to address it with out of scope security, and it's pretty robust. Andrew once scared me trying to prove me that something isn't working, and I was very upset. Yeah, I ended up that this is a setting issue, not the actual product issue.
They need to improve the documentation, I reckon, around that, because I struggled to get my head around that, especially the Dataverse versus Power Pages.
Yes.
Even
And completely different models,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
As long as you understand, okay, this is not Dataverse security.
Yeah.
This
No,
is
it
Power
is
Pages
different.
security.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're right. And if the Dataverse user is not equal to auto user,
Yeah.
it shouldn't be, because
Yeah.
Dataverse user is the organization, like staff member,
Yeah.
right? So who belongs to your organization, and it's externals, right? Their contacts in your database, external, and therefore the mission model is different. But try this. It's really cool and well done on showcasing it, because we played with how to make data, just my data visible for me, and also how the pages disappearing from navigation is questionable, but you don't want some stuff to be visible if people don't have don't have, what do you say, they are not authenticated to see this information,
Yeah,
even that it's there. Yeah.
To illustrate that, I just signing out. So I just signed out. So I see pattern adoption. I see my, okay. So what we haven't done, we haven't hide the page. You remember I said for my pets is not here because I did and said that this page is accessible only to the authenticated users. But I haven't done for the other pages. The page is technically accessible for even not logged in users, but data is not, right? So that's security in place.
We try to get, like, we try to get both aligned.
Yes, yes. Obviously, don't want to show empty pages. Okay, so this is a wrap. I'm not sure how online we're able to follow, but you have script, you have logins if anyone managed to get access. Yeah, so this is it. Thank you for your time and thank you for
Yeah.
back to you.
Cool. All right. So finishing on a little bit earlier, which is perfect. We've been advised to leave all the food and stuff back in here. They're going to clean it up over the weekends. I hope that was useful. We had a lot of people online earlier and they kind of faded away during the day. But again, just reach out, message me. I'll put out a form to all the people that attended, just give us feedback. What was good? What we work on? What did you want to know more about? The main thing is if you look at the NZBAS, the Sessionize app, we will shoot the link to it from the meetup. There's another 4 channels of content that happened today. Rami will be recording it all. It's already recorded, but he was putting into videos over the next couple of weeks. So just have a think about what's on there, and then they'll get released over YouTube, so you can watch those as well, see what's going on, other things to learn, to keep it going, keep learning. Yeah, so it's a fun day. Hopefully everyone got something from it. Learned about Teams and using the mic today, so that's good. Which is great. But yeah, love the feedback. Thank you very much to speakers coming over from Omni. Yeah,